In my head, I believe that maybe my Wi-Fi is cutting.
That means I can't play music. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We're on, we're live, we're good. I'm ready.
All right. And we will begin in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Game Raven Review podcast. I am your host, Sam, and I am joined by some very talented individuals, as I am every week, as we discuss the world of indie games. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about supporting people of color in the indie world of video games. But before we get into any of that, I would like to introduce who I have with me this week. Starting off with Taz. Taz, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Sam. How are you?
I am doing all right, Taz. Taz, to have you with me this week. And next, we also have Kingdom. Kingdom, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I am doing all right. Also glad to have you with me this week. And that is going to be it for the guests for this week. Puppet isn't feeling too well, so we give her all the well wishes. And we'll go right into what we've been playing in the next segment. See you there. All right. And 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our segment, What We've Been Playing, where we talk about what we've been playing as of late. I actually played a game, which is kind of I forgot I played this game, but I did, called The Quarry. It is by Supermassive, the same people who did Until Dawn, and those other games I don't talk about, whatever those games were called, the Dark Trilogy, whatever they were called. Didn't like them. Stopped playing them after the first one. But The Quarry, in my humble opinion, is a very good game, or good enough for like putting it next to Until Dawn and saying they're about equal. Of course, is there logic problems? Yeah. It looks beautiful at times. It also sometimes mouths look a little weird because Uncanny Valley, some of these people are like real people, like Brenda Song or Ariel Winter, I think is her name. That woman. Like, there's people that you know, and he's like, I know what their faces look like. Kind of doesn't look like that person. And sometimes their mouths go a little too wide, like they're a snake. But still fun. Still, again, in that realm of I have to go do the thing. Why? Because I'm a teenager, but I'm actually like 40. But don't worry about that. And we're gonna make illogical choices. Why? Because story has a story. I did like it though. Again, all your different choices you can make, because again, it's Supermassive. That's what they do. Same thing like Until Dawn. It's kind of that same kind of setup of kids stuck in a place they cannot leave until like morning, kind of thing. Fun. Like, again, if you like Supermassive, I think this is right up there with Until Dawn. I think it's better than the whatever it was called, the Dark Trilogy games. I think it's better than those. The story is hokey, but in a good way. Like, it's, if you like slasher flicks, it's right there. Exact same thing. It's the exact same, like, teenagers got a teenager. Is that man just barefoot in the woods? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Is he running barefoot in the woods? Not getting splinters or stepping on twigs? Yes. Yes, he is. Don't question that. Is that man over there just in boxer briefs for like 5 hours? Don't you question that either. Yes, he is. Gotta get fan service somehow.
Gotta get fan service.
But and then no one brings it up either. Like, he's just just out. And they're just like, oh man, you gotta go do the thing. And you're like, no one's gonna give him a pair of pants, like some extra shorts. Like he's literally just hanging out, and no one seems to care or want to help him.
No one's batting an eye.
Not an eye.
Okay.
But again, I think it's fun. Like
Question.
yes.
I kind of went on a rant about this on one of my streams. Is it worth the $60?
No. Well, okay, so like I'm hard on the take that out of context. Like I think $6 a little high. I would say it's more like 40, like that 49.99, maybe 39.99. But also with like PS5 and Xbox Series XXX businesses and S's, because letters have to sound the same. Like that's the world you kind of live in now. Like games are going to cost $70. Do I think it should be costing $70? That's a good sentence. I don't. But again, that's just talk all political. That's the world we live in now. Like that's like no. Would I say, hey, wait for like summer sale of 2023 when it's like half off? Sure. By that time, all the secrets would be out. I was just excited for it. Like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like, I like their games. It looks more like Until Dawn versus like House of Ashes or those other ones that were kind of mad at me.
Okay. That's okay. That was my next question, because the rant was like, you can play right now those 3 games, the Dark Pictures Anthology.
That's
Ramadan,
it. Yes.
New Hope, Little Hope, whatever the Hope, and House of Ashes. All those 3 games for this, all totaling the same price for the Quarry.
And I think the story is better in the Quarry. And again, it's not. Again, think horror movie. We're not doing like Kubrick. Like just think horror movie
logic?
Level of like writing and logic. Yes. So like that to me, I don't know. Like the Dark Anthologies, I just never really got into.
Really?
Like, spoiler alert, when they keep tricking me into believing, oh, it is spiritual. Oh, wait, no, it is not. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, but that was just the gas. The gas got me. That's right. Toxic fumes. Like, I don't know, like getting it once, I was like, okay. Then you hear the second one did it as well. And it's like, well, I mean, fool me once. I'm okay now. I never liked the guy that was also in your in-between chapters guy who never was really helpful.
Oh.
Who was just kind of there.
Yeah, that dude. That guy's funny.
like again, I like his accent. I like the first time you see him and he's all like walking through with rock music behind him. Like that's fun. But
it was a
like,
pretty dramatic intro, yeah.
It was, and I loved it because I'm like, "Who? This is for me," and then just went downhill from there for me. They have a new replacement for him. You get a nice little lady who's like
in the Quarry.
Yes, nice little lady who's in between chapters. You have to find items to have her help you.
Is the lady also like a pretty like a solid actress? Because Until Dawn had that kind of same.
Peter
Stormare. Yeah. He's a therapist, similar to the Dark Pictures Anthology. Pretty like in the middle actor, good actor, but like just likes to keep it on the down low.
I think people know who she is. I do not.
Okay.
She is a good actor. I will give it that. Like I like her segments. Like she's very sassy, very very sassy. I'm also convinced that she is doing something. Say again.
What's her role? Like we have the therapist. We have like some kind of weird librarian.
Oh, she is. What do I call her? I mean, the structure of the game is you have to find tarot cards, and she reads those cards.
Okay.
And then pretty much from there, it's like, do you want extra help? And you're like, I mean, I guess. Why wouldn't I want that? That there is no negative, I hope, to doing so. And then she gives you kind of like when you found the totems in Until Dawn, like a glimpse of a thing that can happen. Will this be a positive thing? I don't know. Will it be a negative thing? I don't know. Because like there's one thing that she shows you that literally doesn't happen for like another 7 or so chapters, and you're like, oh, that thing that I got like 4 hours ago. Kind of forgot about that actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
cool. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. Like, hey, this is gonna help you or hurt you. How about you maybe not, do the one thing? And you're like, okay, well, I won't do it then, I guess.
Gotcha.
Um, but no, she's fine. Like again, she's there for that segment, then leaves, and that is all I need her to do.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, again, still fine. Like a solid like B. Like nothing great. Like again, if you like those kind of story games, that's fine. The sad thing about those kind of games is that since the internet is a thing, I can play this once and then immediately go to the internet and just show all the rest.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you can play through it again if you feel like. And again, some people probably do. It's just when you say we have like 30,000 endings, it's like, well, I can also just look those endings up.
This is YouTube
Like-
compilation of all the endings.
I mean, or the choices, like, do my choices really matter? Sometimes they do. I will give it this, and I'll end it here. There is a tutorial, which I do employ everyone to just watch the tutorials. I found them hilarious. They're very, like, 1970s, 80s, like how to build the thing. These are quick time events. Quick time events will help you work out your problems. And then like little cute animation that come around with it too, and it's like, oh, this is cute, this is fun. Like I don't know, like I like small things like that where you didn't really need to, because again, who doesn't know what a QTE is at this point?
Right.
But again, they explain the game in a fun way. I'm like, you know what, that to me is fine. Like that, I got a small chuckle seeing you give me a tutorial that is also somewhat entertaining. So again, if you guys want to play the game now or in the future, do so. Again, wait for a sale. I'm sure it will be on.
There you go.
But yeah, so that is the quarry. Taz, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I have been playing, the usual Konosuba Fantastic Days, one of the best mobile games of all time, one of the greatest gacha games of all time. But speaking of gacha, I have started to play another gacha game called Mirrorverse. It's not developed by Disney, but it's like it has the Disney license. The Disney worlds that we know and love are being protected by the gate to get to those worlds, which is the sacred mirror or whatever, is being protected by alternate versions of those characters that we know and love, but that are like battle ready. They're like ready to throw hands with well, at this point in the game that I'm playing, I downloaded it yesterday. I've kind of been playing all day yesterday, but at this point in the game, it's the usual bad guys. Just like all the characters are just like more dripped out. So there's Maleficent, there's Jafar, there's Oogie Boogie. That dude has like a casino what's the roulette shield? I think he's a tank, and he's a mace, so that's cool.
Now recording.
Hello, Craig?
Oh, that was Craig.
I Puppet was saying that she was working on it, so.
Oh, yay, Puppet. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Puppet. I'm gonna keep recording just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
About to make sure we ask Craig what they're playing. Anyway, yes, all the characters are just more dripped out. Some of the characters, it's your classic melee, ranged, tank, and support characters. Some characters you think would be certain things aren't actually really. Jack Sparrow's in this. I thought he'd have his sword ready to go, being an attack character. He's a support character. He is like a death hand that does stuff. I mean, I played with him once and I didn't like him because I was just like, this isn't my Jack Sparrow. So I'm maining Eve from Wall-E, who's a ranged character. She's got the piece. She's packing her laser arms. Rocking some Stitch as my attack character and Genie as my tank character. So that's the team I'm rocking. But it's a good game. Like it's fun because some of the gacha games like Konosuba, like it's more of like the fun is like in the draws than in the, because there's events, there's crossover events, get the anime characters. That's where that fun is. But for Mirrorverse, there's definitely more participation with like the action. There's a joystick, there's buttons, there's ultimates you can use. You're running around in this little field, this tiny little. So it's live action gameplay. If I feel like, I'm always trying to get that 3-star. Always trying to get that 3-star. Never losing a character. If I go auto fight, I do some dishes or whatever, do some stuff, come back, and I see that get a 2-star. I turn off auto fight and I throw hands without even changing anything, without even upgrading my characters. I just kind of go in because I know I can do it, but that's just me. Because I don't think in auto mode right now they really know how to dodge all that well. So that's what's kind of not doing it so great. But it's a good game. And I think the one thing that I really do enjoy is the character designs for all the characters. They're again, like, they're dripped out, they've got the armor, they got the weapons, they look cool, and I'm a fan of the artwork. You got Sully, we see him in scary role, like, Monsters Inc., but he's a tank. He's got some armor, he throws hands, and his back, like, his armor is powered by, you can see, by one of those, like, those Monsters Inc. batteries. It's powered by that, so it's like the attention to detail that's cool. You got Rapunzel, who you'd think would be a support character with her hair and heal people. No, she's in there, she's throwing hands with her frying pan. She's an attack character, and it's awesome. You got Snow White. Girl is an attack character rocking a scythe, like a giant scythe, and it's awesome. It's amazing. And so it's fun to see these characters in a kind of more action packed stuff. Anyway, again, and I ended up being a guild leader of my own alliance, so that's cool. I also named it the Keyblade Heroes Alliance. So so I'm in the global chat like every couple hours. Hey, it's open to all and any who want to play. So I'm just trying to get my guild going. So that's been fun. Another game that is our latest review by Matt. I played Inscription on my stream yesterday. It is a what are the tags on Inscription? Let me check this real quick. Inscription, available on Steam. Oh shoot. It's card battler, card game, story rich, horror. So if you like Hearthstone and you like a little horror, but you also like a little escape room, that's kind of what that is. It's a great game. It's fun. You have sentient cards that you find out story. It's a lore thing. It's horror. It's a roguelite actually too. If you want the full review, go check out Game Raven Review. But it's an incredible game. It's hard. It's hilarious. It's intense. But it being a roguelite, the part of the story is that you're not the same person every single time, right? There's no undead thing that makes you start over. It's just you're a different victim, I guess you can say. But items still carry over. Cards, not so much, but you learn better things and you kind of just go, on. Available on Steam. I was actually very impressed. It was a very good game, and I got a lot of people coming into my streams, like, also getting done playing the game and continuing to play the game while watching my stream, because it's just fun to do. It's a fun game. I haven't had that fun with like a game like that in a long time, because it has so many different genres. It has so many different tags built into it, but it works and it's creepy and it's fun. So highly recommend checking Inscription out.
Very nice. And Kingdom, what have you been playing?
I've been going back and forth between Crosscode and Uncharted 4. On Crosscode, I have over 90 hours already.
Oh my god!
It's just such hard to let go. It has such an interesting story, and it's also hard to believe the whole game was made in HTML5. It doesn't look like it. It's really smooth, really fun. It's an action RPG. It has it reminds me of one of my favorite animes, Hack Sign. and that's one of the reasons I got into it. It was part of the Ukrainian bundle on itch.io just a month ago, I believe, or a month and a half. Yeah, but that's how I had it on my list for a while, but that's how I got it eventually. So the set is the story is set in this sci-fi world where humans have tried to explore this alien world, and then they've got resistance from the alien structures that were already there. The system that the alien structures were running on, it's ancient, but they like fought back. So in order to continue exploring, humans created they created a system that works with the alien systems so that they're not so much in conflict, and they created an MMORPG around that. And then they got players to go into that game as avatars that have a physical body in the actual alien world, and they're using the players to explore this world. And the main character you play is one of these players who've lost their memories, and they have amnesia, and they are being helped by a group of people to recover their memory through this game. It's really interesting. It's so much like Hacksign. Yeah, so got 90 hours on that. I think I'm almost done, but I may not be. It could surprise me. The other one that I've been playing that's also pretty long is Uncharted 4. I loved the original trilogy. I never had access to Uncharted 4 until recently, so I've been pretty much playing it every day. I was almost worried that it's going to end too quickly, and after chapter 14, I was thinking, I hope it doesn't end in the next chapter or so. Then my partner found out that it has 22 chapters, so I'm good. It can go on for at least a week more. The story is pretty interesting. I'm liking it way more than the first three combined, I'd say.
Oh wow! Have you seen the movie?
Not yet. It's on my list. Yeah. I saw that the trailer showed that they maintained the fact that Nathan Drake's superpower is good luck, because it's like it's the only thing that
Really?
saves him is luck.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, and now see, I have a really horrible memory. Is Uncharted 4 when he is married? Is that what Uncharted?
After well, he was also married. I think he married twice, right? So it's
this is like him more domesticated, though, right? Is that
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll do
it's the
that
more
one.
serious one. Yeah.
That's the one you can play Crash Bandicoot. That's the one you can play Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that was an interesting twist.
That was like the test of like, do people like this? Can we bring it back? I guess we can bring it back. People like it, yeah. Bring that on back. Yeah. Oh man, all right. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you both for sharing the games you've been playing. And we'll be right back with the question of the week. See you there. Right. And 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our segment Question of the Week. So every day in our Discord, we ask a question to, again, our Discord members. If you'd like to join our Discord, by the way, please go to GameRavenReview.com, and a link to our Discord will be right there. And the question that I pulled for this week is, what game have you started but has taken you the longest to finish? And maybe you still haven't finished them. That's totally fine. Let's see. Keenum, do you have any games like that?
I do. It's pretty old right now, I think. But I started Dragon Age Origins almost like 8 years ago. I think that's my highest right now, and it's I have 130 hours on record on Steam, but yeah, I haven't finished it yet. Still working through it once in a while.
Okay, very nice. How about you, Taz?
See, this is a hard question. I can't. I don't know, because if I start a game, sometimes I'll start a game knowing I won't finish it. That's just like how it is. Especially like I don't know, as a PC like variety streamer, like that's just how it is. There's too many games, and I can't just like play them all together. But it's just like my main franchises that I really enjoy that I definitely make it a point to finish. But like, what is something I enjoy that definitely took me a long time to beat? I will say, okay, no, I got one. The PlayStation 1 game, A Bug's Life.
Okay.
So hear me out. Game's
Okay,
hard.
okay.
Game's freaking difficult, okay? It's your classic PS1 difficulty, okay? I remember playing it as a kid, frustrated. I memorized all the levels and whatnot. And then I just I couldn't get past this part. I didn't know what to do. So I waited a couple years until I was 13, 14, until I was able to play it again. Not able to, but like I was just digging through, have a PS2, found my PlayStation 1 disc of A Bug's Life, found my PlayStation 1 memory card. That's also cross compatible with the PlayStation 2. Popped it in, continued where I was going. And as a more mature a more experienced gamer, I did everything I did. However, I made it to the last level. Okay, so if you remember the movie A Bug's Life, there's the, and it probably not even the last level, but like at the end of the movie when it starts raining and the Princess Ada is carrying Flick and flying around, being chased by Hopper, right? So that scene in the movie is a video game level. It's one of again, PlayStation 1 difficulty. You don't restart a level with full life. You start the level at whatever life you were left at the end of the previous level. The level is like 7 minutes long. Not okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. However, I booted into the level with a single hit left. I was one shot the entire level. And I tried it like 20 times. Trying to do a perfect run because I didn't want to get hit. And with a game like that, you can't go back. You can't just like go back unless I just missed that part, but without starting over. So I have yet to finish A Bug's Life. From what year was that game? Bug's Life PS1. From where are you? 1998. There you go. There you have it. Haven't beaten it
Okay. I now know why. All right.
yet.
Yeah, those old games, they didn't believe in like what was because like even like Resident Evil where you had to find like what is it called ink wells or whatever just to save, and you're like, man, I just want to save.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. There was no mercy in
bed.
saves back then. You had to find the typewriter. You had to find your save spot. Like, man, I gotta go.
My mother tells me I have 5 minutes. I gotta do things.
You just leave the system on for
Yo, that
8
was
hours.
probably dangerous. Yeah. Just ruining discs. Oh man. Games I haven't finished. Jedi Fallen Order is sitting like somewhere next to my PlayStation
What?
that I will like finish. And I really do like the game. It was just, I think either I got to a place like kind of like with the bugs, like where I was just losing, and then being like, oh well, I'll just hit this up tomorrow because I'm frustrated today, and then that became like another day to like a week. Then I moved, and then it's like, oh, I gotta set all this back up again, I guess. And then like, I just haven't turned that thing on yet. I will though.
I will.
One day I will finish. You know, I'll get to go to that Vader fight and lose and get all the lore. Cause now there's even a second. I should finish it before the second game comes out.
Yeah, because it's even canon too, my guy.
which is kind of fun. Like I want it to be. Oh man, I would love that to be like a live action thing. But
Yeah, that'd be cool.
but yes, eventually before the second one comes out in like 2025, I will finish that game and be like, oh man, I finally have the satisfaction and that trophy that I so much of beating the game, but have not done as of yet. Oh man, but yeah, but yeah, this is one of them. Again, like you said, like it's just one of those things. Not again, I'm not a streamer, but it's one of those like I play the game, I'll put it down for like a week, and then I just don't go back to it because I'm doing something else or life is happening or something with job, and it's like I just don't have the time. And oh, this other new game just came out.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. Just overwhelmed by all the games.
But yes. So hey, if you would like to answer this question, like was the last time you played a game and just didn't finish it? Again, please go to our website, GameRavenReview.com. I'll link to our Discord to be right there so you can join and answer said questions. But hey, we'll be right back with our main segment. See you were there. Main segment. Alrighty. I am gonna be right back.
Oakley dokley.
See,
Welcome back.
one has two. Okay. All right, so I'll start since I only have one, and then you and Kingdom can kind of go back and forth there, and then we'll end. So like you'll do one, Kingdom do another one, Jazz does another one, Kingdom does another one, and then Kingdom you can end with your last one as well.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
And are we playing trailers or anything, or what are we gonna be doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yes, we can, because I don't know. Well, I know Garden Story, yeah. Never Yield, Before I Forget, Sweetheart. Yeah, sure. What?
Okay, cool. I will find trailers for all these.
The trailer from mine is on that website there, the studio Xavier.
Cool. Okie dokie.
Right. And we're back in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our main segment. And the main segment, words. The main segment for this week is going to be highlighting some indie developers that are making some really cool games, and the highlight is they are going to be people of color. So we're going to kind of go around each show which game that we chose. Some of them are probably going to be out, some of them are not. Again, so you can add them to your wish list on your Steams if you do so, please. And we're also going to be showing the trailers for those that are watching on Twitch, twitch.tv/Game Raven Review. Mine is called She Dreams Elsewhere, by Studio Zever. Again, if I'm saying your name wrong, Studio Zever, I apologize. But yeah, She Dreams Elsewhere caught my eye by just the art alone. It just looks great. Like, it looks groovy is the word I look at when I see like the main, like when you look at the trailer on their website, it just looks cool. And it caught my eye, which is, again, is very good advertising. So yay for that. You got me to look at your site. You got me to look at your Twitter. But She Dreams Elsewhere is a surreal adventure RPG about dreams and extent of which they mirror reality. You play as Talia, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly as well, an anxiety-ridden comatose woman on a journey to confront the nightmares preventing her from waking up, while also finding out what exactly happened to, again, them in the first place. Looking at the combat for this is also really cool. I believe we have the trailer for it. Yes, we do. Yes. Do we have the trailer for this?
My bad. I forgot my thing was on. My mic wasn't on. Okie dokie.
That's what I dream about.
Who doesn't like lo-fi?
That was freaking bananas.
Yes.
That was awesome. Really loved the transitions from the exploration screen to the fight screen.
Yes, that crack of the screen there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like I said, the
Reminds
art
me
in
of
this.
Undertale.
Oh man, that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. Like the enemies being unique and kind of weird, and on their website they even mentioned that, hey, you get to meet a many of people that I guess can also join your party, and just in that world you get to meet, and that again affects the story. Now in the trailer it does mention 2019. As you can see, that game still is not out, and that was a couple of years ago. Again, pandemic, things happen. On their Twitter, it is still coming out. So again, you can still wishlist it on Steam. It is literally on anything you can play a game on: Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia, even. Yeah, Stadia's still a thing. And also the Switch, not adding Switch to Stadia, just it was also on the list. So basically, it is on every major video game playing device and Stadia. Sorry, I want to stop being mean to Stadia. But yeah, I love the visuals here. I love the music. I like again. This caught my eye immediately. I started following them on the Twitters because I would like to know when this game comes out. Like Kingdom said, it reminds me a lot of Undertale. It reminds me a lot of just again. This is one person, by the way. Like it says a studio. From everything I'm seeing, it's like studio of person and apparently like friends. And I'm like, that sounds like very few people. So I don't know. That's just amazing to me to see like a game that looks this well, and it's probably not that many people working on it. So again, She Dreams Elsewhere. Look it up on your Googles. You can find it wishlisted. Again, I'll be looking forward to this game as well when it does come out. I cross my fingers that it is soon. Taz, what is your first game?
You want me to go first, or Kingdom go first because it's 3 and 2?
True. So, Kingdom, what is your first game?
The first game I have here is called Never Yield, and it's by Neil Jones, also known as Aerial Knight. It's a side-scrolling running game with some it's got very interesting art and very the move sets are it's not just simple jumping mechanics. It's got different types of moves you can do to traverse through this terrain. It's an interesting concept. I really enjoyed playing it. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, it's challenging and very. The music is very perfect. That it fits the gameplay perfectly, I think. It's a 3D side scroller that plays much like a classic endless runner. The game has an interesting story that keeps players always in motion. Run, jump, slide, or dash for acrobatic variants leading to dope combinations and avoid the challenges that await. Aerial Knight's Never Yield is being built for players who love to speedrun games while being an experience that casual players will enjoy as well. I'm not a speedrunner personally, so I played it more on the casual, in the casual way. It was released on May 2021, and it's out on Steam, PS4, Switch, Xbox, Epic Games, Google Play, and iOS. So it's got a wide coverage. So how do we want to do the trailer? I don't think I have a window set up, but
I have all the trailers ready, so I got you.
Awesome. Yeah, we can take a look at that.
Okay, stand by. Hold on.
Filibuster. I've snuck and watched the trailer as you were talking.
Spoilers.
I love the music. I know. Love the music. Love this art style. Oh man, this is cool.
It has an interesting story too, I think, but it's told in imagery only, not in words.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Bringing it back in full effect to the next. Running with the best, never missing a step. From the east to the west, I stay fresh, I finesse, I progress with no stress. In and out the city, I get busy, they can't get me, I can't be stopped. I'm on top, 100%, I'm giving it all I got. It's on lock, I'm going rock, let's roll. They know, rain, snow, nothing gonna get in the way, I just go. Just go. Just go. Never quit, never yield. Running through the city like a battlefield. Never quit, never yield. Running through the city like a battlefield.
Cool. Oh, whoops. What the? Hello? Where am I?
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. Oh crap.
Is Google here?
Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I hit disconnect completely.
Oh, Taz.
My bad. My bad. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's yes.
All right, Taz. What is your first game?
My first game is called Jumpala, developed by Yokeraba Games, released in January 19th, 2021, available on Steam. This game is a competitive action puzzler. It kind of gives me what was that mobile game on the iTouch where you're just a little blob, you're jumping, you just jump up. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't get an iPhone until like 2 years ago, so I have nothing for you.
What is that game called? iTouch. Does anyone know what it's called? An iTouch jumping game. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me nuts. This entire time I've been trying to think about it. Okay, I can't find it. But okay, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about this game, Jumpala. It has a lot of aspect. It's a very I've yet to play it, but it is definitely on my list for Raven parties on Sundays to get the Ravens in on this. It's up to 7 players. You're pretty much going up, hopping up and down, or well, up, right? But you're also fighting at the same time. It's a platformer, 2D platformer, local multiplayer, competitive. It's 2D. It has a very wide cast of like characters in it. So if you look at like the roster for this game, whoever character you pick, it's a very, very diverse set of characters. It's amazing. I love it. It's beautiful. But I'm excited to see because I didn't want to see the trailer yet, because I wanted to watch it and see how it performs. But I remember Puppet and I, as well as Alex Johnston, would find these smaller party games on the Switch and have our Monday multiplayer party games that we'd play with the 3 of us. And this definitely looks like one of them, that it could be one of them, because it has that, it's you shared one screen. I want to say no, maybe not. But I'm just checking out the trailer. I'm gonna let the trailer speak for itself, because again, full disclosure, I have yet to play this game, but it's on there on my wants. Okay. Dang it. There you have it.
Okay. Took me a second to realize what was happening, but I get it. Each platform has a number. You can only see the number so many times.
Right. Yeah.
You can get designs are also very cool. I enjoy the designs of the characters. This okay. I can see Jumpala, Paula.
Yeah. So look forward to that gameplay on one of our Raven parties. That'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm really excited for that one.
Very nice, and it's also on Steam.
Yes.
All right, Kingdom, what is your next game?
My next game is called Before I Forget. It's a game about someone dealing with memory issues. It's by Threefold Games, which is I think it's a company of two people, Chella Ramanan and Claire Morwood. They're based in UK. The game, Before I Forget, is about a woman alone in a house, a mystery and a love story. Explore the present to uncover the past in a short story of love and loss and a life well lived. It was released on July 2020, so it's only 2 years old. It's on Switch, Xbox, itch.io, and Steam. I've played this one. I've actually finished it. It was very interesting. It reminded me of Gone Home. There was this game a while back called Gone Home. It's an interesting exploration. It's a walking simulator, whereas the story unfolds slowly as you find new things, find items. So this was very similar to that, and very intriguing. I highly recommend it. You could look at the trailer as well, I'm sure. That's gonna highlight more.
Is this the right... Is this the right place? Ah, Dylan will know. I'll find him. I got caught in the rain that day in the park, but you offered to share your umbrella. We walked slowly, even though the rain got heavier.
Where would you go if you could go back in time?
If it was possible, I'd stay just here and now.
Ooh, Squarespace.
I mean, well,
No free ads here.
no free ads here.
And very sweet, and probably gonna make me cry. So yeah.
Yeah, is that a crier, Kingdom? Was that a crier?
Yeah, it is.
Oh man.
There it is. There it is. Like, oh man, it's such. It looks good though. Again, I like like the watercolors part of it. It looks cool.
Yeah,
Like
it's
art that does different things.
that drew me in as well, like the slowly revealing of the memory using that art style.
I'm just know I'm gonna get to the end of that game and just be a mess for the next hour. Just calling people like, I love you, right? I just want you to know that I appreciate you and all what you do. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone. All right, bye. Oh, that's awesome, man. All right, very nice. Before I forget. All right, and Taz, your next game.
Yes, my next game is a game called Garden Story, a fantasy adventure action RPG released in August 11th, 2021. This charming little game where you play as a grape, little grape man, little grape boy, grape whoever. You are you gotta fight the rot. You want to protect your community from invasive rot and restore the community to all its full glory with all these beautiful little characters, these little fruits and froggies and whatnot. Played in a style of in terms of how the gameplay is, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion, Stardew Valley, Graveyard Keeper, that kind of top-down action as opposed to like the farming stuff. But you can unlock things, restore the community. I have yet to play this game. This has been on my list for the longest time. I just have yet to get around to it. This game is available on the Switch and Steam. So if you want to take, I love how the Switch has just become this little, like, essentially what it is a cute, wholesome indie console that you can take your little stories with and play them on the bus, at a library, at whatever. I just love how they're doing that, and you can take this along with you as well. So let's check out a trailer here. If I can find it. Now, if that isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen,
It was fantastic. That was adorable.
and it's
I love
developed, yeah, right. It's like I want to actually play it. It is. I forgot to mention it is developed by Picogram, solo developer. I believe this is their first game. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, but the website should be available. But yes, cute and adorable, very nice and sweet.
Very nice. I do see some similarities between that and Turnip Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I also like that this person is nicer than Turnip Boy. Turnip Boy is a menace, not doing taxes. Sure, grape person. I'm sure they pay their taxes and isn't generally disliked. Like, there's a point of that game where you like give a love letter because someone asked you to give a love letter to their crush, and they immediately go into the Turnip Boy. Oh, it's not from you. Oh, good God, thank you. Oh no, yeah, I'll go with him, sure. And it's like, wait, that's rude.
Rude.
What have I done outside of not pay my taxes? I guess. Like, yeah, taxes, schmaxes.
Meh.
Oh man,
It reminded me of Moonlighter as well. The art style. Moonlighter
Oh,
had
yeah.
a very similar style. The gameplay looked like it too. So yeah.
I do like cute characters like packing heat. That does make me smile every time. Just like, I'm a cute grape with a sword.
I am the guardian of this place, but you're a great.
Sure, like
I didn't
I
stutter.
will cut you. Man,
As we saw that they did. Yes.
they did.
Straight up.
I have sword. We'll use. Oh man.
It's got that greatness from small beginnings theme going.
The grapeness, you might say. Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right. And Kingdom. What is your last game?
The last game is called Sweetheart, and it's spelled with an X between sweet and heart, but it's pronounced Sweetheart. It's by Cat Small. It's a browser-based game And I think all her games so far, except for one of them, is browser based. She's made quite a lot of them, about 12 or so. Description says, can you get through a week in the life of a modern Black woman? Sweetheart is a slice of life visual novel about microaggressions, race, and gender. The game shares creative technologist Kat Small's perspective on being a Black woman seeking success in life, school, and her career. Players act as Kara, a 19-year-old girl from the Bronx who attends an art college and interns at a tech company. It was released on February 2019, and I believe you can play it for free on the itch.io page. Guess we can look at the trailer now.
I'm Kai Rizdal. According to this is Marketplace. I'm Kai Rizdal. According to the International Game Developers Association, just a bit more than 20% of the workforce in that industry is women. Less than 1% is Black.
My name is Kat Small, and I am a product designer as well as a creative technologist who creates video games.
Oh.
I've always loved video games, and I have very, very fond memories of playing as a child. But as I got older, I wanted to start making my own, and my first game was actually a dress-up doll game that I made when I was around 10 years old. And I knew that that wasn't going to be enough for me. I really wanted to do more. So as I got older, I kept experimenting, and I found myself becoming really engaged with the process of understanding how to actually turn real-life events into logical sequences that people could play. I released Sweetheart in January of 2019. Sweetheart is what people call a visual novel. The goal behind Sweetheart was to convey what it's like to be someone like me in the United States, a Black woman who works in technology. As you go throughout the day, Kara has a lot of different interactions that she experiences, and depending on those experiences, she either feels more positively or she starts to feel really negative. And at the end of the week, the hope is that you can have a positive week, which requires 5 good days. It's really challenging to get 5 positive days in a row, which is honestly quite accurate for me in real life, but things have gotten better lately. My whole concept behind game development is really trying to understand ways to communicate what it means to be a person to other people. I really aim to put people into my shoes, and experiences that are familiar to me, I want to convey them to other people as well.
Grammarly Business.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's oof.
Yeah, I played 2 of the days in a row. I think one of them was not very positive. I liked the balance between her art classes and her tech job. I related to that the contrast between those 2 things. It was a very interesting portrayal, I think.
I might have started playing the game as we were watching. Well, because I was on it, and I was like, "Oh, click here," because I thought it was a trailer. Then it's like, "Oh no, this is a game." Then I'm like, "Well, I'm here now, so I guess I'll swipe my phone open." Oh man, but that looks awesome. Like, I like that idea, right? Like, again, it's free. It's on a browser. You can play this probably even on your phone to some degree. Yeah, I am curious on where this goes. I will be playing this and probably not sleeping because I want to get 5 positive days.
Yeah, she has about, I think, 7 other games on the same place, and they're all free. And very different genres of each. There's a simulation, a platformer, puzzle game, fighting one. It's called Humans Pet Me. It's about a petting competition on a cat.
That's awesome.
Okay. I also like to just tag on website, I do stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lie. Not a lie. You do stuff. I like it. Oh man. So I am going to save this as a bookmark so I do not lose it.
I mean, 8 games is quite a lot. It's way more than I've ever done.
And it seems to be just, again, a small, like, at least this one only has 4 people on it. That's awesome, man. Dedication to craft is amazing. Because, again, you have to put in all these different options and all these different dialogue choices. And, like, I would love to see the tree of, like, where everything goes, like, on, like, a spreadsheet. Because I'm sure work, like, was put into this. Like when you see, like, what was it? Detroit Become Human. Yeah. You see all the choices you can make. And I'm like, well, how did I get here? Like, what is that path? Like, all right, cool, I guess. But even when you see like the options like fading away in the trailer, I'm like, that's gonna make me get some stress in my life because I'm gonna be like, no wonder I didn't get to read fast enough. I'm not a fast reader. Oh, but also get you to play it more. So hey, good job, Cat Small. Very nice. Very nice. So, gang, that will be it for this week. And those have been the games that we wanted to highlight. Again, people of color making these games. We're going to also try to add this to the description of our podcast. So if you would like to, again, add any of these to your Steams, your PlayStations, your, browsers now as well, please do so. Again, reach out to them on their Twitters and stuff and say, hey, Game Raven brought you to them. I want to thank Kingdom for being here. I want to thank Taz for also being here. I would like to thank our audience on Twitch. Thank you for being here. I have been your host, Sam. You can find me on pretty much everything under Sam Said It DFW. Taz, where can you be found?
Yes, you can find me at TazTDevil3 on all the social medias. I have revamped my Twitch channel. Not revamped. I'm coming back. Made it come back. I just stream at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But I also stream for for Game Raven, co-hosting the Raven parties with Matt, as well as streaming on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for also Game Raven, playing whatever's hot and spicy in the indie world. So I hope to see you there.
And Kingdom.
You could find me on our Twitch channel, Kingdom Balance. We stream indie games usually, and specifically I showcase 3 games from the Bundle for Racial Justice that was released in July 2020. I'm still working through those 1,200 games. I'm at game number, I'm almost halfway, 500 something. Yeah, so I do 3 games from that every Monday and Wednesday. So on Kingdom Balance, twitch.tv, Kingdom Balance. I can also find me on Twitter at Balance Kingdom. My name is switched on there. And that's about it. Those are the 2 main ones.
Graham on Facebook at Game Raven Review. And you can also find us on Twitch at Game Raven Review as well. If you type in twitch.tv/Game Raven Review, you can go ahead and follow us there. And also you can join our Discord going to GameRavenReview.com. That is, again, been the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for listening and or watching. Have a fantastic week and goodbye.